What is going on, guys? Jack here, and I am back with something a little bit different today. As you can tell by the title, it is the most expensive Premier League 11 ever. Now, I thought I could do the list of players going down, like from 20, but I thought, why not do a squad of the most expensive Premier League players? That means that the defenders, midfielders, and attackers I'll do, and obviously the goalkeeper on the bench, I'll put the other players too. So for the first 11, I do have their prices, and for the ones on the bench, I don't really have their prices. I've just put them in because they're players I remember being more expensive. So let's have a look at goalkeeper first, and it might come as a shock to some people due to the talent that has been in the league, but we are going to go with David De Gea. Now, he did arrive from Atletico Madrid to Manchester United for just £21 million, and if you look at him, you should see his card on the other side of the screen somewhere. It was 80 rated when he joined United. Now he's gone 10 ratings up. It's a great investment buy, but he is, on paper, the most expensive Premier League goalkeeper there is. Let's move on to the defence now, and the first player we've got here, we'll go for the least expensive first, and that would be Nicolas Otamendi. So Otamendi did arrive from Valencia. He was of a tug of war between Valencia and from Manchester United and Manchester City, sorry. He did arrive eventually from Valencia for £38 million, and, you know, to be fair, in his first season, he did have a really good card for City. 86 rated, I believe that is. International Man of the Match card, I'm not too sure, I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's a very good card, and he deserves it. In the middle, we do have the second most expensive player ever, and he is a legend on this game now. It is, in fact, Rio Ferdinand. Spent his career at West Ham United before going to Leeds. He did eventually move from Leeds to Manchester United for £39 million, and here is his best card he got at United in his time there. 88 rated team of the season card. I believe we all remember that one from FIFA 13, I want to say. Very good player, very good career, and to be fair, then, not bad stats, to be fair, on that card. Let's move on to the next player we've got here. The most expensive defender in the league at the moment. It will come as a shock to some people. It is, in fact, John Stones. So John Stones goes into the team here. There was his card when he joined. It was obviously 77 rated. He's only gone up one rating. He was around about £47 million. That's £10 million, or near about £8 million more than Rio Ferdinand. That's crazy. That's absolutely mental. That's £9 million more than Nicolas Otamendi. Do you think that's a good buy, guys? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's move on to the midfield, and it's left midfield, who obviously is a midfielder. These are mostly central players. It is Arsenal's very own Mesut Ozil. He did join the club from Real Madrid for £40 million, and here is his good card. He got 88 rated centre midfield card joining the club. He's 89 rated now. But man, what a player Mesut Ozil is. He's completely worth that price tag, just from his assists and chance creation alone. And now he's adding goals to his game. He really does look like an awesome player. But what do you think about this deal? Do you think it was worth 40 million, or do you think it could have been a bit more for Real Madrid? Let's move on to the next player, and it is, in fact, the most expensive player in the world. We all knew it was coming. It's Paul Pogba. Wow, what a player. He did arrive from Juventus, for a world record fee of 89 million. And though he hasn't really impressed that much this season, showing that he's worth 89 million, he really does look like a good player. It's a good investment. But 89 million, I'm not too sure. He's a world record breaking player. But there's his card when he first joined the club. 86 rated. He's 89 rated now. And obviously he was at the club before as a bronze card too. I might put that on the screen also if I'm not lazy. Let's move on to the next player we have, and you should be able to guess these players probably from now on. It is Kevin De Bruyne. What a player, what a man. He did arrive from Wolfsburg for a whopping 63 million to Manchester City. There's his card. He got a 95 rated in form by the end of his first season with City, looking like he is, you know, well worth the money. What a man, what a player. And to be fair, it really is a good card. He really has impressed since being at City, showing that he probably is worth that 63 million price tag. Keeping on the theme of City, the next player we have got here is Raheem Sterling. Wow. One player of the month last time out in I think the first season of the league. He got an 85 rated in form in his first season with City. He did arrive for 53 million from Liverpool. Obviously, many people see him as a snake now from leaving the club, but you know, you can understand, you know, he wants to go to a club with more ambition, You know, more chance of winning the league. But it looks like Liverpool have definitely risen up under Jurgen Klopp. So maybe it was the wrong decision, Raheem. But he probably on much more money now. But that's Raheem Sterling. Let's move on to the attack. And on the left wing, we do have a Manchester United player, well, formerly Manchester United player. It is Angel Di Maria. Very good player indeed. He did arrive from Real Madrid to Manchester United for a whopping £64 million. So you're seeing the common theme here. There's a lot of City and a lot of United players. It just shows how dominant these two clubs have been in the transfer market over the last few years, dominating this most expensive Premier League 11. But Di Maria, obviously off the back of an incredible campaign of Real Madrid, winning them their La Decima, the 10 Champions League titles. He did arrive, didn't really do well, and now he's off to PSG. Let's move on now to the striker role, and I don't know why I did that. You could probably find him on here. It is going to be Sergio Aguero, Manchester City player, on good form at the moment, has been in good form since he's joined. And this will absolutely shock you guys. He arrived for 30 million. £30 million for Sergio Aguero. My word, what a sign that is from Atletico Madrid, from Manchester City. Now there's another player that could be in this list, but I decided to put him on the bench. You'll see him in a minute. But Sergio Aguero, my word, for 30 million, that is an absolute bargain. It really is. And let's move on to the next player we've got here. It is going to be, everyone knew it was coming. Whoops. It is going to be Fernando Torres. Wow. At Atletico Madrid now, but in a few years ago, he arrived for around about, it was reported 50 million, but it was around about 43 million, I believe, after everything was done. From Liverpool to Chelsea, Fernando Torres, he had a torrid time. He finds himself back at Atletico Madrid, where he's finally hit a bit more form, but it really hasn't been the best times for Fernando Torres since that move. But he does make it onto this most expensive list, and you should see all the cards there, guys, on the screen. That's your most expensive Premier League 11. Let's move on to the bench now. There are some players on here, and one player we do have is Juan Mata. Mata arrived from Chelsea to Manchester United. There's his card there. Very good player. He does make it on this most expensive list. These players were around about 30 million plus, I do believe. So all these players on here do make the bench. Next player we have is probably a player that probably should be on this list as most expensive. It is, in fact, Andy Carroll. Now, I think it was around about 35 million, so the team should pretty much look like this. Andy Carroll should be on that list. I'm going to quickly, while I'm here, guys, I'm just going to quickly double check Andy Carroll's price, because he could, in fact, be more than Fernando Torres. Only rated now on Transfermarkt. All these prices are according to transfermarket.co.uk, guys. Andy Carroll arrived at Liverpool for, let's have a look, 34 million. So Andy Carroll technically should be here. That is your most expensive Premier League 11, guys. So that's absolutely mad. That is crazy. It costs more than Aguero. Andy Carroll costs more than Aguero. I'm just going to quick double check Aguero's price just to check if I actually got it right. I did. Wow, that is incredible. According to Sky Sports, Aguero is worth more, but it actually is Andy Carroll. That's incredible. Let's move on to the next player on the bench. It is actually Alexis Sanchez, who did get a very good card. Actually, I'm going to put his 90 rated in there. He got a really good card. He got a Team of the Season card in his first season at Arsenal. You can see that card on the screen. You probably see all these players' cards on the screen as I'm putting it on. Next player we've got is Fernandinho. Again, all these players are probably, way above 30 million mark. Fernandinho arrived from Shakhtar Donetsk to Manchester City. He got an 82 rated on his first season. And as you can see, there's still a common theme here, guys. City and United are dominating, absolutely dominating this list at the moment. Moving on to the next player we've got here. And the next player on my list is Leroy Sané. He did arrive for around about 30 million, I believe it was. I'm going to quickly search up his price too, guys. Might as well. You can see his card on there on his first season at the club. This is technically his first season, but let's have a look. Leroy Sané. He's worth 25 million at the moment, according to transfermarket.co.uk. And he arrived for 42 million, so I do believe he could be worth more than your likes of Mesut Ozil. I believe he arrived for only 40 million. So again, I'm having an absolute nightmare on this list. This list was according to Sky Sports. It shows how good Sky Sports actually are. So technically, Leroy Sané should be on that list. So wow, that's absolutely incredible. I might have to recheck this list. Next player we've got is Anthony Martial. What a first season he had at the club. Was definitely their standout player. And there's Anthony Martial there. Left midfielder, incredible player. I'm going to have to double check his price too now. So, I guess you could say the first 11 I put down was my preferred 11. He arrived for 42 million too. That doesn't means he makes the list, unfortunately. And the last player we have on the list is a Liverpool player, or formerly a Liverpool player. He is of Crystal Palace. Now it's Christian Benteke, arrived for around about £30 million. He's had a good season with Palace though. There he is onto the bench. His first season with Liverpool wasn't the best. One to forget, didn't get an inform anything. It was an 82 rated card. But guys, here is your most expensive Premier League 11. Something a bit different. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. If you want to see more of these kind of videos, you might want to see the most expensive La Liga squad, or the most expensive Serie A squad, or the most expensive squad of English players or the nation, let me know in the comment section down below. As always, hope you have a really nice day. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.